Okay, let's try this load combinations, LRFD muna. Then the next video will be ASD. So this is part 3. No, part 3A. Let's call this part 3A. 3A. Okay. So this is part 3A. Then, as you can see, we can clearly see in AISC that is the code for steel. Since this is for steel structures, we can see that for LRFD, we use section 2.3, and that is for that the term there is load combination for strength design. And for the allowable stress design, that is section 2.4, which is obviously called load combinations for allowable stress design. So this is what I'm talking about, guys, no? So as you can see here, there's no such thing as for steel or for concrete, but this is what we call the load combinations for strength design, and that is 2.3. So for strength design, that is LRFD. As you can see, you're very familiar with this load combination, and for load combination for allowable stress design, this is for ASD. Okay. So anyway, this is the specification. So this is the load and load combinations. This is AISC. So specifications for structural building. Let's go back. As you can see here. Then this is what I'm talking about, guys. And this is the combination for wind, no? LRFD and ASD. So today, for this video, we're gonna focus for LRFD. Okay. So later, this ASD. So as you can see here in section 2.3 and 2.4, both of LRFD and ASD, they say that for wind loading, no, so the most unfavorable effects from wind loads. So that is why, as you have seen earlier from the videos, why is it that we consider many load cases? We have almost 8 load cases because it is from the provision of ASCE, no, in section 2.3 and 2.4, that the most unfavorable effects from wind load shall be investigated. So any load combinations and any load cases, we must investigate it. And as you can see, you will never find, no, load combination that is both wind and earthquake. So as you can see here, but they need not be considered to act simultaneously with seismic load. So that is the only load combination where you cannot find both the wind and the earthquake, because it does not really make sense that a typhoon and an earthquake will simultaneously occur in this planet. But we don't know the future, but that's the logic behind this, what we call need not be considered to act simultaneously, no? So anyway, snow loads, flood loads, and can act simultaneously with the wind. And also, snow loads may also act simultaneously with the earthquake. Obviously, live load and dead load will also act simultaneously with wind. So in this load combination, I only consider the LR for the roof live load, because in our example ETABS, our live load only is from the roof. So anyway, let's go here. So let's try doing load combinations, 3 load combinations for both wind loading. So first, let's define load combination. So this is our load cases, no? So we don't need to double check that because we have already checked that. So load pattern. So let's try load combinations. So shell uniform load set. So we have also shell uniform load sets. But anyway, let's go load combination. So first, add new combo. This is LRFD, that is 1.2D plus 1.6 LR plus 0.5 wind. Okay. So let's put some dead load, then live load. Then finally, our this 8 cases. So it's so many. So let's try. Okay, for the first load combination, this one, you can see here, this load combination, this one. So next load combination, this one, load combination, this one. Anyway, it's so easy naman, no? So 1.2, 1.2. Then this is load combination class, 1.6. And finally, for the wind load, let's say WN1. So let's try this one, putting WN1 plus. So let's try. So do not use this class without plus because there is no internal loading it. Use this one. So okay. So that is for our window. Then add new copy. So let's change it WN1 minus 4. WN1 minus. Okay. Then next, add copy of combo. WP1. WN underscore 2. Then plus. So WN2 plus. Okay. So add copy of new combo. Minus. So just change the load name here. WN2 minus. Okay. Then next, add new combo. Sorry. Let's copy this one. Add new combo. Sorry. Add copy of combo. So you can try to WP underscore 1 plus. So you can try to skip this class. You can forward this video, but I'll be doing this one. And okay. So WP1, okay. Add copy of combo WP1 minus, this is the negative WP1 minus, okay. The next, so we have so many load cases. Anyway, let's try because this is what have been said by no, don't forget about this section 2.3, the most unfavorable effect. So we try all the scenarios. Okay. So next is we copy this one. So 2. We're now on 2. 2 plus, then it's not really hard because you can just try to check this one minus minus. Okay. Then 1.0 wind. So this is just zero point 0.5 wind, no? Oh, sorry, I forgot. It's zero point 0.5. So almost okay. It's zero point 0.5. I did not see it. So 0.5, okay. 0.5. So double check your combinations class and your factor for this load. Okay. It's very obvious that this is zero point 0.5 if we consider dead load and live load 1.2 and 1.6 because as you can see, so class, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this 3? Why am I doing this 3? Although this is 1.0 and this is zero point 0.5 because there is what we call overturning moment, and that is very important in the design of what we call that base plate. Since this is a steel structure, we really need to design the base plate. So it's very important that we consider the zero point 0.5 wind and also the 1.0 wind because uh, sometimes the zero point 0.5 wind will give us a lesser value or larger value compared to 1.0 or vice versa, that these things will greatly contribute to the overturning moment or the moment in the design of your base plate. As you can remember in your principles of steel design, we have different scenarios for design of base plates. That is large moment, small moment, di ba? Etc. So anyway, that is the important thing here, no? I hope you get my point of why I am doing this tree. I will do this tree. So modify show, okay. Double check anything if this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finally, WP underscore 2 positive. WP underscore 2 positive. Then, okay. So next, add a new combo. That is our combo again is 1.2D. 1.2D, 1.0 W. So let's just finish this one. So don't be okay, just be patient and wind. So let's put wind at the last 0.5 LR plus 1.0 wind. WN1 positive. Dead load, zero point 0.5 live load. Okay. So this is for academic purposes class, and it's very important that you understand well. So this is 1.0, okay. So let's try to add a copy of wind load now. Add a copy of combo. So positive and negative. So this is just negative. Let's show negative. Then add new combo. Sorry. Add a copy of new combo. 2 positive. 2 WN2 positive. Then add a copy of combo. W2N2 negative. So it's just a matter of WN2 negative. Okay. Add a copy of new combo WN. So let's go to WP underscore 1 positive. WP1 positive. Okay. So we have add a copy of combo. So this is just very easy class because it's just repeating, no? WP1 negative. Okay. P1 N2 N3. So WP. Okay, add a copy of combo. WP2 positive. So we're in positive now. WP2 positive. Okay. Then finally, WP2 negative. So we should have already 16 now. So let's try to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. 1 2 3 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So as you can see guys, this 0.9D and 1.0W, it's also important to consider that. Why? Like I said earlier, since 0.9D and there is no roof live load, and 0.9D is a combination in which the D is greatly reduced to zero point 0.9, there is a thing that we call an overturning moment from the wind. So let's also consider this. So therefore, we have almost 24 load combinations for the wind alone. And that is for LRFD. So let's try add a new copy of combo. That is 0.9D. So it's just a matter of so don't worry class, because this is very important that you consider. So zero point 0.9D. So let's try to 0.9. Okay. So add a copy of combo. So negative. Okay. Then add a copy of combo. Positive. WN2 positive. Okay. Add a copy of combo. Negative for the parallel. So this is the very last. WN2 negative. Okay. So this is for academic purposes class, and that is why I'm telling you everything class, no? But it is still your judgment if you really want to consider all load combinations and all load cases. But this is just, like I said again, it's for academic purposes. Okay, modify show copy. So anyway, it's just easy to input this one. Okay, and try to see if how much time we have left. So I'm recording for almost 14 minutes. Okay, let's go back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Add a copy of combo 2 plus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't have 1. So okay, Okay. And finally this one, add a copy of combo, plus. So we can review this one, modify show copy, WN1, okay. Modify show copy, WN1 plus, WN2 minus, WN2 plus, WP1 minus, okay. WP1 plus, WP2 minus. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't have WP, WP2. Okay, we don't have WP2 minus. So add a copy of combo WP2. What we don't have? WP2 plus. Oh, sorry, we don't have WP2 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have all in all 24. So I can also add default design combos, but uh, it does not give me this. I can't even rename them. I can rename them, but it's much better to manually type this one. So okay. And if you add default design combos, it will add also the WN, in which there is no internal pressure, but there is always an internal pressure if it's enclosed or partially enclosed. Okay. So now since everything is complete, we can try to run. So I have run this one. So it will run. Sorry, no. Let's try checking first the analyze of what load cases could we run. So let's run all. Mm, I don't think we need to run this. Run do not run case, run do not run case, and also this one. I don't think we need to run this one. Only the load cases. Okay. Run do not run case. So we don't need to run that. So we only need to run this one. Let's try to run all. Doesn't even matter because analysis is fast and this is just linear. We just need to run all. As you can see, we have run. So this is dead. This is dead. We're not concerned with dead. Now let's try removing the display. Sorry. Select. I'll just remove the cladding. Okay, object type that is both floors and walls. Okay, close. Select, then close, then hide selected objects. Okay, so this is let's try. No? So let's try first seeing the cases of combination. So first the combo here. Let's see the shear and moment. So as you can see, point 0.9 give us great load, 687 kilonewton. Okay, for the next part we have this one. So guys, this is not my job, this is your job to find which is the largest. So for the shear, so for the moment, this is what you will do. That is the moment 3 for the x. So if you consider moment 2 it will give us the moment for the what you call that, the y direction. So but you can still see that, no? But anyway, it's the moment 3. So this is the moments. You can see we have big moment here. This is almost 1403 kilonewton. The shear moment diagram is 6 show max. So maximum is this one. So guys, you try to find the largest one here, and uh, you can also do that in this analysis result. Then element output, frame output, element forces, beams, columns. So let's try beam. As you can see here, you can find all the load cases. So for these load cases, you can find the maximum, no? Just find the maximum. So let's try finding the maximum here for load cases point 0.9 and okay. So it's up to you guys to find this one. So no, sort ascending, descending. Okay. So it's 1,573 for load combination of this one. Mm, then for load combination, this one, it's just 1,941. Okay. For load combination, this one, it's 1,592. So it's up to you in finding it, guys. So this is your job. Then anyway, that is for the shear M3. Moment M3. So for the shear, that is V2. So consider V2, don't consider V3. So consider M3. Then we have the axial load. So axial load, it will give us sort descending 627. Okay. You can find that for the beam, for the column. So it's your job, guys, no? So anyway, let's try. Like I've said, the story. So let's try the maximum story displacement for different load cases. So our displacement here, the maximum is 746 mm. That's very big. That's what I'm saying, guys. We need to consider everything. This is 788, 914, 957, 986. So you can see, this is the load combination with the lowest. So in the parallel to the ridge, that's 3. So parallel to the ridge is much lower than what do you call that? Why? Because as you can see, we have the x direction or the normal to the ridge. As you can see, we have a frame that is so large, no? The span is so large, it is almost 30, no? That is why there is so big displacement. So it's up to you to put some bracing or where you can put some bracing, no? Anyway, it's not our the job here is for wind loading. So WP plus 2 plus. So let's check for the 1.2D plus in minus 0.5 LR. So we have 732 plus. So it's up to you guys to find the maximum here. Okay, so the maximum is almost 900. Let's try finding the maximum. So anyway, if you want to find it in show table, so you can try, no? But I'm saying to you, we can also find envelope, no? So let's try enveloping all loads. So let's try, no? So that we can find. So define load cases or load combinations, then add new combo. Then we try envelope. So it's not really um okay, advisable to add this, but let's try because enveloping means it will find the largest loading for all the load combinations. So for all the load combinations, that is 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 7, 2 minus 8, 1. So you do this glass pa so that you can find the largest, no? This is what we call load combination envelope. So 1 plus 2 2. So just put everything here so that this load envelope will find all in all 1 point. Sorry, I think I have WN 1 plus. So this is, oh, I'm sorry, this is 2 plus. I mean WN WP 2 plus. WN 2 plus. Okay, WN 2 plus. So this is WN 2 plus. 1 minus 2 minus P1 plus P1 minus P2 minus P2 plus N1 N minus 2 N2 plus N plus N2 minus WP1 WP, so we are 2 now, WP2, then finally WP2 minus, then let's try inputting the other, this two, this last one. Mm, so this is it will help you find the maximum gas, no? So anyway, you can also try, um, P2. Okay, so we call this envelope, uh, all loads envelope, all win combos. So we also need to try, no, combo wind. This is what we call the 1.2D 1.6.5. 1.2D plus 1.6 LR plus 0.5 W. So this is for all 1.2D. So we can find, so it's just a matter of doing these things class, no, because this is just easy, and this is very important because this is this is what we need in designing. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So okay, okay, so next, the add new combo. So modify show, sorry, I didn't, why I envelope only. So don't forget class, it's envelope, not linear add. If it's envelope, edit, I'll edit this one, envelope, envelope. Don't do the combo add. Don't do the linear add. So it's envelope add. Okay. Then add new combo. So this is envelope. Envelope wind, and our next is for this type. This one. So that is 1.2D, zero point 0.6 LR, 0.5 LR, and 1.0. 1.0. So this is for academic purposes class, but it is still your judgment, no? But if you want to be really sure about your loading, especially this wind load, because you can see wind loads are very important, especially in the Philippines, because we are under the under, this is a region, no, this is a typhoon hit region. 4 5 6 7 8. So finally, the last envelope. Okay, I forgot, so change it to envelope. Okay, so let's try modify envelope. Hmm. Okay, envelope means finding the largest of all different combos. But unfortunately, do not use this when you are using the auto design of steel, because in auto design of steel it will generate the most, it will automatically. But for this sake, for the demonstration purposes, because I will try to show you how to use the manual AISC manual. By after we get the shear and moment diagram, we need to manually find, no, uh, the largest among all of these combinations. So anyway, you will get my point after, for the future videos of about steel structure, no. Add copy, add new combo. So our next combo is the this combo 0.9D, 0.9D plus 1.0 WN. Okay, yan W. So this is add. Okay. So anyway, it's for the sake of this tutorial, this is very important. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we all have this envelope. So let's try running this. Okay. It will find most of all, no. So first, let's consider this one, and we find the combo, all wind combo. So this is the answer. So our wind combo, the maximum here is 946 and the minimum is negative 1474. I don't know if this is really is it, no, but this is the envelope shows for envelope wind. Okay, it's so large, 5329. So I really don't know how to use this envelope class, no. Why is it this is very big? Maybe, sorry, I forgot. That is not envelope. That is, sorry. So always double check this class, ha. Always double check this one. And do not use this linear add. This is wrong. This is wrong linear add. Okay. So let's check before you run your simulation. It must be envelope. Because linear add is adding all. That is why it gives us 5,000 plus, no? It gives us all. It gives us a very large loading because it adds. So envelope only, use envelope. So let's check this. This is envelope, okay. This is envelope, okay. This is envelope, okay. Okay, all envelope except this one. These are linear add, okay. So anyway, okay. Then let's run. Fortunately, we have a very fast analysis of this one because this is just a linear loading. Okay, let's go here. Combo. Okay. No, don't not the form shape. The shear and moment diagram. Okay, the moment diagram, we have this. Let's try. Let's try this one. Okay, apply. So the maximum here is just okay. It's this. Why is it that it's so little? So anyway, this is what the envelope wind, no. Um, okay, this one will give us also is very small, but all wind combos. Okay. I clicked the wrong one. I clicked this one. Sorry. So I clicked the. Obviously, there is no loading here, but only axial force. No. Try. Okay. So you can see we have axial force here. As you can see, the axial force is 568. So, class, when dealing with moments, mostly the braces will, the loading in braces is will be mostly axial. As you see, this one is axial load, no? Braces will carry axial load, axial forces, while bending forces, it will be carried mostly by the, what we call that, this beam or this girder, this gable frame. So you can see The maximum envelope here is negative 1,528. And for the this one, that is 1,474, 1,186. So overall, wind combos envelope, we have this one. So as you can see, guys, um, negative 1,528 for the minimum. So let's consider this one. So you can put it 1,500 kilonewton with for this part, no. But fortunately, this one has much little. Okay. So you got my point there, no? Okay. Okay. So for display story response plots, let's try the envelope. So it's 957 for all wind combos. That is for Global X. For the shear, maximum story shears. So that is 1,493 kilonewton and 1,770. So take it, this one, 1,770. This is our shear. And for our overturning moments, we have 68,000, 681,000. So as you can see, it's so big, 681,000 kilonewton meter. So this is what the yield. This is what it yield, no? 6,800. No, 68,000. Sorry, 68,000. So over 68K. So don't worry that it's very big because it's really big. 68K, 68,000 kilonewton. And we have 94,000. It's not 681, it's 68,000. So it's really big. Overturning moments for structures is really big, guys. So let's try the max. Okay, max spin. For other cloud combinations, this one. So we have greater than that. So you can check it. Okay. Story shares. Okay. So guys, I'll be very careful in assessing your work because you can. Okay, sorry, this space. As you can see, then for the drips we have 4%. So 4% is, I think, it passed the ano 8% is still good. So story drip still good. But the problem is the story displacement so big, 915, almost 1 meter displacement. Anyway, mm, that's the thing. So what? So our loading here is 1,323 for the eve height. So this is eve height, no? So this is eve height. Okay, let's try the envelope. Okay, it's lateral load, so it does not matter. Auto lateral. Don't use this class. This is wrong. Okay. Just use this story shears. You try to, so the story shear here is 1,493 and this one is 1,770. Okay, this one is 159. Okay, I think that's it. So this is our ano. Okay. So this is the point. After inputting wind load, we try to do checking them all in all because as you can see, this is what the unfavorable effects of wind load. We need to investigate the most unfavorable. This is from ASCE. So our topic is wind loading. We don't discuss design here. So thank you. No, can see here. Thank you.